On this video we're taking a look at our NHL best bets for the games that are happening on Sunday, March 27, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Pittsburgh Penguins vs Detroit Red Wings. Penguins win -1.5 goals. And here is why. The Detroit Red Wings come into this one on the heels of their 2-1 OT loss at the hands of the Tampa Bay Lightning last time out. Dylan Larkin leads Detroit in scoring with 61 points, including a team-high 27 goals, while Tyler Bertuzzi has 53 points with 25 goals this season. Lucas Raymond has 48 points with 20 goals and 28 apples. Moritz Seider also has 37 assists so far this season. Alex Nedeljkovic is 17-19-7 with a 3.18 GAA and a .905 save percentage and goal for Detroit, while Thomas Greiss is 8-11-1 with a 3.79 GAA and an .885 save percentage this season. In a bit of an earlier start, Detroit heads into Pittsburgh to take on the Penguins after having just had a tough battle into overtime with the Lightning the previous night. Playing two of the best teams in the East on back-to-back days is a rough task for anyone, let alone a struggling Red Wings team. Admittedly, they were impressive against Tampa, holding them scoreless until late in the third period before losing in overtime. Starting Detroit goaltender Alex Nedeljkovic was a large part of that success. With him having gone in that matchup, and backup Thomas Greiss currently on the injury report, we can expect third-string Calvin Pickard in net. The Pens will be ready to feast on the netminder with just 2 games played on the season. They're coming into this home game having just lost 2 straight on the road. Worse yet, they were beaten by the lowly Sabres and absolutely handled by a good Rangers team. Pittsburgh still sits a point ahead of New York in the Metro Division and will be looking to use this game to gain ground on the division-leading Hurricanes. Captain Sidney Crosby was held pointless last time out. He had a run of a point in 13 of 14 and 20 of 22 games until then. Now facing the team that allows the second most goals in the league at 3.72 game, Crosby and the Pens should do what the Rangers just did to them last time out. Minnesota Wild vs Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche win. And here is why. The Colorado Avalanche are averaging 3.8 goals per game and are scoring on 24.7% of their power play opportunities. Mikko Rantanen leads Colorado with 32 goals, Nazem Kadri has 54 assists, and Nathan MacKinnon has 238 shots on goal. Defensively, the Colorado Avalanche are allowing 2.8 goals per game and are killing 78.7% of their opponents' power plays. Darcy Kuemper has allowed 101 goals on 1,314 shots faced, and Pavel Francouz has allowed 38 goals on 461 shots. The Minnesota Wild are averaging 3.6 goals per game and are scoring on 19.4% of their power play opportunities. Kirill Kaprizov leads Minnesota with 33 goals, Matt Zuccarello has 44 assists, and Kevin Fiala has 202 shots on goal. Defensively, the Minnesota Wild are allowing 3.1 goals per game and are killing 76.1% of their opponents' power plays. Cam Talbot has allowed 109 goals on 1,212 shots faced. After dropping 4 out of 5 earlier in March, the Avalanche are back to doing what the Avalanche do. Since that mini-slump, Colorado has won 5 of 6 and outscored opponents 21-11. Of those 6 wins, 3 came against teams currently in a playoff spot. Minnesota has also found a much-needed win streak themselves entering Saturday. But playing a second of back-to-backs against Colorado, who has already beat them twice this year, will make this a tough one to win. Minnesota is 3-4-2 this season on the second game of back-to-backs. Colorado is 27-8-3 on 1 day's rest. Much different sample size obviously, but this general mismatch with an extra day's rest is something the Avs can pounce on. The Avalanche are 13-5-2 against Central Division opponents this year to the Wild 9-8-1 record against Central opponents. Their last 5 wins have been over better teams and with a higher goal differential than that of Minnesota's last 5 wins. These are 2 very strong offenses, but Colorado has a clear edge in goal prevention and special teams. In what looks to be a high-scoring game, Minnesota's general inability to prevent goals will be tough to overcome against such a dynamic team. The Wild have bounced back. But this is a bad matchup for them against such a strong Avalanche team. New York Rangers vs Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres for the win. And here is why. The Sabres are having a season to forget with their offense struggling and scoring only 2.63 goals per game. Tage Thompson and Jeff Skinner have scored 53 goals and 41 assists while Kyle Okposo, Dylan Cozens, and Victor Olofsson have added 39 goals and 58 assists to the top two lines, but the rest of the offense has struggled. Only 6 forwards have scored 9 goals or more, and opposing defenses can eliminate the top-heavy offense as a result. The Rangers' offense has struggled all season, scoring only 2.98 goals per game, but recently, the unit has stepped up, scoring 9 goals in the last 2 games. Chris Kreider has scored 44 goals and 17 assists, while Artemi Panarin and Mika Zibanejad have added 42 goals and 100 assists to the top two lines, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Ryan Strome, Alexis Lafreniere, and Barclay Goodrow have combined for 42 goals and 51 assists, while defensemen Adam Fox and Jacob Trouba have added 20 goals and 76 assists from the point to open up the offense. The Buffalo Sabres are averaging 2.6 goals per game and are scoring on 18.4% of their power play opportunities. Tage Thompson leads Buffalo with 27 goals, Rasmus Dahlin has 30 assists and Jeff Skinner has 205 shots on goal. Defensively, the Buffalo Sabres are allowing 3.5 goals per game and are killing 75.6% of their opponents' power plays. Dustin Tokarski has given up 64 goals on 686 shots faced, and Craig Anderson has given up 64 goals on 664 shots. The New York Rangers are averaging 3 goals per game and are scoring on 26.7% of their power play opportunities. Chris Kreider leads New York with 44 goals, Artemi Panarin has 58 assists, and Mika Zibanejad has 184 shots on goal. Defensively, the New York Rangers are allowing 2.6 goals per game and are killing 82% of their opponents' power plays. Alexander Georgiev has given up 67 goals on 652 shots, and Igor Shesterkin has allowed 87 goals on 1,356 shots. The New York Rangers are obviously the rightful favorites here, and they should win, as the Sabres have been fade material on the road the last few years. However, this is a lot of plus money to give a Sabres team that's having solid success this week. If there was ever a time to take a shot in the dark with the Sabres, it's probably here. Give me the Sabres and the big potential payout. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.